Hi, I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. Just ahead, Tom Still talks about Wisconsin's startup and scale-up climate. And Sarah Seegers, the General Manager for Level 3 Communications in Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Iowa, talks about trends in IT networking. And now, here's this week's Tech Metrics. These snapshots of key indicators in the Wisconsin economy are developed by the Wisconsin Technology Council for its policy and news reports. And now, here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Wisconsin has a business startup problem. Despite the buzz in Madison and a few other communities, there are far too many places in the state where entrepreneurship is still just a fancy word versus economic action. The reasons are somewhat easily explained. Manufacturing and agriculture are capital intensive and therefore not always startup friendly. The labor force is slightly older and less educated than the U.S. average. Rural Wisconsin has barely recovered from the Great Recession, and a low immigration rate works against Wisconsin because newcomers are more likely to start businesses than native-born Americans. While Wisconsin has a much higher business survival rate than the U.S. average, and it has recorded steady progress in the subset of tech-based startups, the overall startup count remains low. How low? The Kauffman Foundation reported in 2015 that Wisconsin was dead last among the 50 states in its startup rate per capita. Yes, that's behind Mississippi, West Virginia, South Dakota, and other places many people would see as less vibrant overall than Wisconsin. One might quibble over the methodology of such reports, but few experts would dispute Wisconsin is bottom third among the 50 states in startups, no matter how the numbers are sliced. We need to own that fact while continuing to chip away at both the perception and the reality. With a growing number of resources for emerging companies in place, both at the state, academic, and private levels, Wisconsin is poised to do better. Increasingly, in communities such as Madison, the Milwaukee area, the Fox Valley, and parts of western Wisconsin, there are events, networks, and support systems in place. There are also more investment dollars available, as recent reports by the Wisconsin Technology Council and others have charted. In the first quarter of 2016 alone, there were nearly 30 angel and venture capital deals reported with a total value of about $50 million. Wisconsin can become a better business startup state. Most of the hard work must be done within the state's borders by leveraging public, private, and academic resources. But there's also much to be learned by asking experts with a national perspective. The Wisconsin Technology Council continues to produce events and policy reports that highlight the state's many attributes and its challenges. The Wisconsin Tech Summit in Waukesha was a recent example, featuring about 60 companies, large and small, many with global ties. The upcoming Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference in Madison, June 7th and 8th, will take place under the theme of Why Wisconsin? It's a question we hope our speakers and panelists will answer throughout the course of the conference, which is one of the state's largest of its kind. Visit our website to sign up and see for yourself why Wisconsin is for you.
We're back with Sarah Seegers, the General Manager for Level 3 Communications in 3 states that include Wisconsin. Welcome, Sarah.
Liz, thanks for having us. Such a pleasure here representing Level 3 and speaking to the state of Wisconsin on technology.
Describe the basic services provided by Level 3 Communications to customers in Wisconsin and the upper Midwest.
That's a great question. Level 3 really can put our services into 5 pillars. That first pillar would be data services, and really that can encompass anything from dark fiber, 100 gig wavelengths, to our traditional layer 2, layer 3 wide area network solutions, connectivity to the cloud, the internet, as well as a growth and increase in our hybrid solutions. Our second pillar is really voice and unified communications. That third pillar would be our connectivity or content delivery, which would be connectivity anywhere and everywhere in that demand for IP video. Our fourth is security, which really wraps all of the first four pillars I spoke of. And then our fifth pillar is our managed services and professional services.
Level 3 has operations in North America, Asia, Europe, Latin America, Africa, and the Middle East. For most people, however, it's not a household name. Why is that?
That's a great statement and something I address every day. We probably are one of the most important companies that a lot of people haven't heard about. It's probably easier for me to start with what we don't do, and then I can in turn tell you what we do. You're not going to see the fancy commercials, us asking to get your mobile minutes or install satellite TV at the home. However, what you're going to realize is that we provide the connectivity to a lot of things that are important to people. Let me give you a few examples. To do movies on demand. If you're watching the broadcast of your favorite football team that might be sitting in Green Bay, Wisconsin, we're the ones that are bringing that to the home. Looking at social media, think of a gamer that's also now connecting to another person across the world. All of that is traversing the Level 3 network and very exciting for us. Let me put that into a further perspective when I say one of the largest global IP providers. What you're talking about is connecting 60 plus countries, 200,000 route miles, and that really equates to 10 million fiber miles, 42 terabits of data, as well as 12 billion minutes of voice. So to put that in perspective, most people are probably using us and they don't even realize it. To even make that further, we're really taking a global to local perspective. So those needs might be sitting here in the state of Wisconsin, but we're connecting them to the rest of the world. That's very exciting, and we're going to continue to build in this great state.
And how does cybersecurity rank among the ongoing challenges facing Level 3 and others in the industry?
There is no doubt that security is top of mind. It's a priority for Level 3, and it's really based on the needs of our clients, their senior leaders in their boardroom. Level 3 has a threat research lab that on any given day is monitoring 1.3 security events a day. And as one of the largest global IP providers, we have an expansive view of those threats that are transpiring across that network. What's really meaningful is giving that intelligence to our clients and then helping them mitigate and protect their intellectual property. Level 3 is really taking that to the next level of where we've invested in people resource as well as the network. What we're doing is sharing that information with our industry peers and establishing best practices to mitigate threat. We've also have security evangelists sitting here right in the state of Wisconsin that are sitting down with our clients to see what that means to their enterprise in establishing a best practice to protect their assets. There's no doubt that our investment will continue, not only in people, but within the network.
Thanks, Sarah, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by the Wisconsin Technology Council and WisBusiness.com and sponsored by UW-Milwaukee and Exact Sciences. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent But Executive Search. See you next time.